Coming up, we have an update on campus construction, and we connect with freshmen far from home. I'm Lizzie Arehart, and Eagle 7 starts right now.
Now, from the Mel Johnson Studios at the University of Northwestern, this is Eagle 7 News.
Totino has been under construction since early summer, and it's not the prettiest sight on campus. This week, I talked to Brian Humphreys about when the construction will be done and what we can expect. The walk to chapel has been a bit more difficult than usual this fall. This week, we met with Brian Humphreys to get the dirt on all of the construction.
It's going to be a very attractive, welcoming space, not only for when students are hanging out during class or in between classes, but when we do events out there.
The construction is organized into 4 stages, and we're currently at stage 3.
We started July 5th, and our completion date is November 30th, so right before Christmas.
For Eagle 7, I'm Lizzie Arehart. The end to construction is just another reason to look forward to fall, and the cooler weather is just a few days away. It'll be in the 70s through Monday, and then Tuesday and Wednesdays it will dip into the 60s, which will start to feel a lot like football weather. Brennan, how's the start to your season?
Thanks, Lizzie. The Minnesota Vikings are the only team to be proud of their purple. The UNW football team donned their new Adidas unis on Saturday. I caught up with the football team to talk about their fresh look and fresh season.
What's happening? You're just flying by him?
Yeah, first of all, we've been wearing the same uniform since the very early 90s when Coach Miller at the time decided to choose between a Penn State look or a Notre Dame look.
We haven't had new unis in a long time. I thought the matte purple helmets were pretty sweet. They really hyped up the Adidas contract, which Coach Moore did a great job there.
There hadn't been much of a tradition. The helmets had changed every 2 or 3 years.
I think they're sick. I think they're going to help us with recruiting, especially, and I think it just adds to a whole new concept of who we are as the Eagle program moving forward.
I thought it was a good time to move. I love the purple helmets. We haven't had that before. It was white helmet before the gold. Love the uniform and the all purple look. It's cool that we can go with quite a few different looks on Saturdays.
The Eagles look to gain another victory on the road against Crown this week, hoping to find success as they enter conference play. For Eagle 7 News, this is Brennen Scarbrough. Kicking off sports this week, the men's and women's soccer team. The women's soccer team has started 2-0, starting their season with their best foot forward, beating Anoka Ramsey 3-0. The men's game was an overtime thriller, but the Eagles fell short, losing 3-2. Finally, congratulations to Caleb Johnson on receiving NCCAA Player of the Week honors for men's golf. That's it for sports. Back to you, Lizzie.
Most of Northwestern grew up Minnesota nice or cheering for the Packers. So this week, we talked to students who traveled far from home to attend college. Sydney Werline has the story.
I am from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
I'm from Japan.
From Omaha, Nebraska.
The University of Northwestern St. Paul is populated with many students from the state of Minnesota. But there are also several students attending UNW this fall that drove nearly 1,000 miles just to get here, which is the case for Tamia Chambers, Heidi Anderson, and Bradley Spencer.
I wanted to have a new experience.
In Nebraska and Omaha, where I live, most people stick around and just go to the University of Nebraska and stuff, and I wanted to get away and kind of do my own thing.
Even though majority of Northwestern students are from the States, there are also several international students.
My dad and I both wanted myself to go to a school in America.
But being away from home for a long period of time has its disadvantages.
Well, I don't see my parents very much at all. They do come up every once in a while, but that's kind of a disadvantage. I mean, I don't see my friends back home and stuff like that.
Sometimes I feel lonely. I miss my dad, my brother, and all the other friends.
Being away from home has its advantages as well.
You develop new experiences, meet new people.
At home, my dad used to cook, and he is a terrible cook.
It's almost like I have two homes now. One here and one back home, and it's just cool to go back and forth.
While they may be missing home already, these students are enjoying their time here at UNW.
Overall, yes. It's a new beginning. So.
I'm Sydney Werline for Eagle 7 News.
This year, Northwestern has just 419 students from out of state, and almost 200 of those students are from Wisconsin. Brennen, you're one of the few students who traveled far away. Was it worth leaving Hawaii?
Yeah, I would say, I enjoyed it. I agree with those students. There's a lot of things that I get to do here that I don't get to do back home. But I definitely miss home, and I don't know. Yeah, I enjoy it.
Well, we're glad you're here. That's all the news we have for you this week. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Lizzie Arehart.
And I'm Brennen Scarbrough. Stay fly, Eagles.